Hey there, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and today we have a Fairyloot unboxing. This is the November box, I think. Alright, here's a look at the box, and I have cut the tape, but I have not opened it. Let's take a look together. Oh, I just see packaging paper. Let's give you another look. Okay. Intriguing. Let's start with this box here. The Creature Cafe Soy Candle. Iced coffee, 1 cream, 1 sugar. Alright, before I open the candle, I wanted to look at the spoiler card, and I found it. So, here it is. I didn't look at anything on the back yet, but I wanted to make sure we had it. Alright, here's our candle. And it comes with a nice lid, and there's a look inside. Just plain white. Let's see what it smells like. Yeah, it smells like very sweet iced coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I can appreciate the smell. Alright, let's take this thing out here. I think this is another desk mat. I have one that we got in another Fairyloot that's really, really nice, and I have it on my table that I use for filming and stuff. So, let's see. The Crimson Moth desk mat, excuse me. I really liked the Crimson Moth, and I liked Rebel Witch, the sequel. Alright, let's take a look. That's really pretty. Ooh, I like it. So I'll have to find another spot to put one of these, maybe on my desk where my computer is, because that would be really nice to have. These are really good quality desk mats. So I'm very, very happy to have another one. We've got another item in bubble wrap, and I can see something about Taharamafi. The Worlds of Taharamafi 2026 calendar. Okay, so Fairyloot does these calendars that are like art cards. I will show you. This is the November card for this year. It's actually December now as I'm filming this, so I should get the December card out. So here is the December card. I should pop that up on the shelf where it goes. It is only December 1st, so it's not far into the month when I'm filming this, but still, it's December. Okay, so let's get into this calendar and see what we've got. Where's my little carrot? Carrot! Found the carrot. So here's the stand that the cards slip in. You can see there's a little slit there. The cards just sit right down in there. And then we have the cards. And it looks like they've got silver foiling. So you can see the shiny edges. And we're going to take a look at the pieces. So there's January, February, March. I'm not going to try to guess which Taharamafi characters each one of these are. April, May, June, July, August. Come on. September. October, November, and December. The awesome thing about these calendars is you use it for the calendar side, and then you have the same art print without the calendar on the back, so you can use it for just displaying some bookish art, or crafting if you're like me and reuse everything for junk journals, or whatever you fancy. Alright, we have overlays. I'm not going to look at what the name of the book is. I'm just going to set them to the side because we now need to get the book out. I can see green. Okay, green. Ooh, look at this. Green. And it is 7 Deadly Thorns by Amber Hamilton. I have heard of this book before. Seven Deadly Thorns. Where have I heard of it? I don't know. Let There Be Darkness. So we'll come back to the book in a second. Here is a look at the bookmark. And we have our tarot cards. This says, this month's tarot card set features Violet as the Wheel of Fortune card and Rose as the Justice card from Seven Deadly Thorns by Amber Hamilton. As far as the overlays go, I don't open those in the video because I don't want to like see things that might spoil stuff for me in the on the overlay pictures. But I will tell you, if you decide to get Fairyloot and you're interested, they do tell you where the overlays go. So you find information on this spoiler card that will tell you what chapters the overlays go on. For example, we have chapters 8, 13, 23, and 30 for this one. All right, let's come back to the book. So again, one more look at this cover. Look at that foiling, shiny, shiny. Oh, 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 I almost dropped it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Holy cow. Naked hardcover. That's stunning. Common Student Dormitories, Vandenberg Academy. Okay. We're doing some academia here. And is this more? The Castle of Aragoa. Looks like maybe these two buildings are attached because we have this airwalk thing. Look, it's coming out of here. And then it's going into this one as well. And we must check the end papers. Here we go at the beginning of the book. End of the book. Ah, so pretty with all the green foiling. All right, here's the letter from the author. It says, Dear Fairyloot reader, Seven Deadly Thorns began with a tweet. I was thinking of dark and macabre twists on old stories, and an idea slithered its way inside my head. Snow White. But True Love's kiss doesn't resurrect, it kills. I sent the idea out into the Twitterverse and it seemed to catch some fire. It quickly became my new hyperfixation project. At that point in my life, I'd been living inauthentically and it was beginning to itch. I lived one truth in front of my family and friends, one that would keep me in a state of grace. I lived a different life, a more honest one, online. If I were to live honestly, I would have been met with rejection by my community. In their eyes, I was something dangerous. I learned that no matter how you might try to hide yourself, no matter what efforts you make to adapt, someone will always see you as the villain, and yet I discovered that living authentically is worth it. The heart of this book, in my very biased opinion, is when Rose tells Viola, if their peace is disturbed by your existence, then they never deserve peace. Reader, you are worth disturbing someone's peace. You deserve to bother someone, not because you're being rude or mean, not because you're wielding hatred or cruelty, but by existing beautifully and fully without regard for their comfort with it. It is my sincere hope for all of you that you live a life of peace and love, but if you find yourself in a situation where living authentically comes into conflict with the expectations of your community, know that this story is for you. Know that you have an army of villains standing beside you, ready to link arms in our diabolical campaign to exist. I hope that you, like Viola, find the courage to live as you are, full force, and all your so-called darkness on glittering, horrifying display. Until then, fiat tenebrae, let there be darkness, Amber. That's a beautiful letter. Oh my goodness. Okay, inside of the dust jacket, we have a reverse dust jacket. We'll take a look at this. And that's really pretty with the white and then the bright colors popping. All right, let's read the dust jacket synopsis. I am the darkness. My magic destroys. Viola Sinclair has hidden her shadow magic her whole life. Discovery means certain death, for in the kingdom of Aragoa, dark magic is forbidden. When the queen finds out Viola's secret, she sends the royal assassin to kill her. He is given a cursed tattoo, 7 thorns on his arm for the 7 days he has to complete his deadly task. If he fails, he will be the one to die. The assassin is Rose Roquillart, entitled prince, arrogant fellow student at Vandenberg Academy, and Viola's mortal enemy. The chance to strike Viola down is at Rose's fingertips, but he needs something from Viola, and he is willing to spare her life and fake their engagement to get it. Forced to work together, Viola and Rose uncover terrible secrets, sinister threats, and an irresistible attraction. Can they learn to trust each other in time to save themselves and bring the light back to Aragoa? Okay, so it looks like we're going to have enemies to lovers. We're going to have maybe some forced proximity, maybe some fake dating situation going on here, in addition to all the magic stuff. That sounds cool. I'm just realizing my hair looks super weird today, and I filmed 2 videos looking like this. Well, we'll just have to move on. Okay, so let's talk about favorite things in this box. Mine is definitely the desk mat. I'm gonna get the most use out of that, although the calendar is also very pretty to look at and useful. The candle, I don't know if this is my favorite scent of a candle that I've ever had. I might actually regift the candle because just the coffee smell, like, it's fine, but it's not my favorite thing, and that's okay. So, what was your favorite item? Have you read the book or heard any things about the book? Please, no spoilers. But give us a little thumbs up or leave a comment down below, or if you're not sure what to say but want to let me know you're here, leave a book emoji. And we will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading, crafting, or journaling. Adios.